What's up YouTube? Taco Panda coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to be doing top 10 most broken / cheapest decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! And by cheapest I mean cards that are just plain out stupid and you want to kill yourself when you're going against them. But before I do that, just a quick little reminder, I am still working on my Galaxy deck. The next version I'll be coming out probably within a week. I'm going to incorporate synchros into it. And as for the next deck I am building, you guys voted on it, and here's what it's going to be. That's right, I'm building a Toon deck. You guys voted on it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, on to the top 10 most broken / cheapest / stupidest / should never have been made decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Starting off at number 10, I would say Exodia. But Taco, don't you run an Exodia deck? Does that mean you're a noob and or cheap player? Not exactly. The only reason I put Exodia on this list is because if this is going to be like a stupid deck list, then obviously you guys are going to want to see Exodia. I put it low on the list because some forms of Exodia do require some sort of skill whatsoever. Not like FTK Exodia is probably the worst one because it gives your opponent like no chance. I had the chance to build FTK Exodia, but I was like, nah, that's just evil. So I decided on Stall Exodia to actually give the opponent a chance, which is probably, in my opinion, the weakest form of Exodia, but still a strong one by all means. So that's why I put Exodia on here, and call me hypocrite if you want, but I run Exodia. I am proud of it. Exodia is kind of like a love-hate because I love using it. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world to actually like get Exodia and see your opponent like freaking out, and they get mad because they can't like attack you. Because I run Stall Power, so you basically can't touch you, but when I go against it, I want to shoot myself because I deserve it. Go taste some of my own medicine on Exodia, and yeah, so love-hate relationship, but that was number 10. On to number 9. They're not much of a threat anymore, but they were at one point. I put Evil Swarms as number 9 because all I can say really, Ophion, Infestation, Pandemic, Ophion, 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 Ophion. And recently with the OCG ban list that came out not too long ago, I saw Ophion was at 2, so I was a little happy. I mean, I hope Ophion gets hit in the TCG. Well, he's not gonna get banned, obviously not even limited. Worst that'll happen to him is semi-limited because he's not as good anymore. When Evil Swarms first came out, they just like decimated everything. But now they're not much of a threat anymore. You can build them for pretty cheap. And they still do work, but they are a little newbie deck to use. It's kind of trolly because you pretty much lock down your opponent. Moving on to number 8. Destiny Heroes. I recently grew a hate to Destiny Heroes. This one's a little biased, I must say, because at my local shop, there's this kid who always uses Destiny Heroes, and they're so annoying because they spam the field so much, and Armageddon Knight and all this stupidness. And once again, Armageddon Knight was limited to 1 in OCG, so I really hope that happens here. That'd be beautiful. But overall, Destiny Heroes are a bit annoying. They are a little broken. They just spam out fusions like crazy, more than you can count. Like it's just ridiculous. I mean, also Elemental Heroes are also pretty broken. So if anything, this slot will go to a tie between Destiny and Elemental Heroes, even though they are pretty good. But you guys have to admit those things are broken and stupid and should be nerfed, at least hit a little bit, because they're coming back. I know they are. Anyway, moving on. Number 7, Dark Worlds. The only reason I put this here is because pretty much the only strategy you need: discard, Grapha, Snow, Surge, dealings, stupidness everywhere. I am a little biased on this, honestly, because my friend does use Dark Worlds a lot and they are a bit annoying. But then again, I put it low on the list because Dark Worlds is good for people starting off. It's a good beginning deck. It's not very complicated to use. It's good for starting off. I kind of like using it, but at the same time, it's like I feel like an evil person, like I'm strangling a puppy when I'm using this. But you know, it's still not a very. It's a good deck. I mean, it's not. How do I say this? It's better than it should be, pretty much. But it's a good starter deck. So pretty much, if you're starting off Yu-Gi-Oh, go for that. It's the newbie deck a little bit. I hate pretty much if you think you're a skillful player using Dark World. Just look at the deck itself. Anyway, number 6. This is where a lot of people don't agree with me too much, but I put Constellars as number 6. I do find them a little broken because they spam out level 5s like crazy, and then level 5 Xyz, Volcasaurus is just Well, I'm biased against Bulbasaurs because if you guys know, I run heavy beaters like Galaxy Eyes, which tend to have minimum 3,000 attack points. So when that Bulbasaurus comes out and they kill one of my monsters, I'm gonna take a major hit, and that really gets me mad. And also, Pallades and M7 are just like no, like Pallades needs to be at least 2. Come on, guys, let's make that happen. Write some letter to Konami. All right, guys, time for the top 5. Number 5, I have 6 Samurai. Oh, I hate 6 Samurai so much. Basically, when they have Shin and the other dude, I forgot his name, Grandmaster, there you go. That's lockdown, that's virtually game. You really can't do anything against that. It's just so unbelievably stupid. Your only option is to somehow bring out a monster without spells or traps that can overpower Shin or whatever, but they're going to negate anything you do, really, and then you attack to try to kill it, they're going to have a Mirror Force or something on the ground. It's just unbelievably stupid. And then all those Bushido counters and all that stupid stuff like that, they just keep drawing or special summoning level 4 monsters that'll help them synchro for more stuff. It's ridiculous. I really don't want the TCG ban list to be like the OCG, because Shin was at 2 and I almost started crying. I was like, no, that's the worst thing they can possibly do. Oh my god. Number 4, Fire Kings. They have one of the most overpowered boss monsters in the game. Alright, you destroyed it, alright, next turn, back, boom, pop the field. Okay, you destroyed it again, okay, boom, back, pop the field. And that doesn't go for him, that goes for basically every Fire Fist card. Almost every Fire Fist has an effect to where it's destroyed. It's almost impossible to fight back. You destroy everything they have, it'll be back next turn and will probably blow up your field in the process, and then they OTK you. It's ridiculous. I really hope their boss monster goes down to at least 1, but you know, Konami is really stupid with that sometimes, so I highly doubt it. Number 3, Madolches. The only reason I really put this here is because I forgot what the Madolche XZs is, but it's not just the XZs. Their ticket and all that stuff, it just keeps recycling and recycling their material, and then that one stupid monster that sends 2 cards back to your deck or whatever, it doesn't even target, it just sends, so there's like no way to stop it. You can't skill prisoner it, you can't do anything really. You just sit back and let them troll you to death. One of the most annoying decks in my opinion is Madolches. It does take skill to use, unfortunately, but the reason I did put it up here is because it's highly broken and I want to shoot it in the face. I would, if I had the power to, I would get a Madolche deck and burn it on camera. Okay, maybe not that far, but I do hate them. Number 2. For number 2, I put burn decks. There's nothing more annoying than losing half your life points before you even draw your 6th card. That happens to me so often. I hate people who use burn decks and think they're like the best player in the world. All you do is flip traps left and right, left and right. They run like 1, maybe 2 monsters. The only monsters I really see them running are like Marshmelons, Reflect Bouncer, Stealth Bird, stupid cards like that that'll just kill you the second you try to attack them. There's like no point in fighting a burn deck. You're gonna die regardless of whatever you do. They can take out half your life points in like 1 turn, and then the next turn you put down whatever. You put out a strong monster, try attacking them directly, finish them out as quick as possible. Boom, you ran into my egg cylinder, you killed yourself. Or Secret Barrel, because Secret Barrel is also an extremely stupid card. Alright guys, time for the number 1 worst, noobiest, cheapest deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is Lightsworns. I hate Lightsworns with a passion. I'm sorry you guys, but if any of you run Lightsworns and you think you're good with it, just burn your deck, please. Just give up on Yu-Gi-Oh! That is the worst possible deck you can possibly use. It's just so bad. JD at 3, Konami's high or something. You look back at when cards like Pot of Greed and stuff like that are banned, and yet you look at JD, it's still at 3, one of the strongest overpowered cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! history. Pay 1,000 life points and you can nuke the field. You can do that 7 times a turn if you want to. It's so stupid. And people who say, oh, it's balanced, you need 4 Lightsworn monsters in the graveyard. It's so easy to get those into the graveyard, it's not even funny. You can bring out JD like nothing, and if that isn't enough, they can incorporate Dragon Rulers in there to make it even more stupidly overpowered. That deck gives me headaches just thinking about it. I'll make a deal with you guys. In the new ban list, if the Dragon Rulers get banned, and JD gets limited to at least 1. If he gets limited to at least 1, not semi, but at least 1, I will throw a party and invite all of you guys here, and then we will celebrate, and I will burn JDs at that party. That's how much I hate Lightsworns. They're so stupid, and even if JD got banned completely, that'll hurt the deck, but it will not kill it at all. It's like dulling the horns on the bull. You'll slow it down a bit, but you still have a bull running at you at like 60 miles an hour, and that's gonna hit you. not only can they synchro like crazy, they also have dragon rulers. And if the only way I see them dying is if dragon rulers and JD are removed, then they are dead. But that's obviously not going to happen because Konami's giving them even more support. You can't give them more support. It's like giving a cannon a bazooka. It's too much. It's not gonna. It's stupid. It's just stupid. I don't know what Konami's thinking, but Lightsworns are gonna like destroy everything at this point, and you guys are gonna say, "Oh, Lightsworns haven't been topping anything at regionals." Just ignore that fact, and it's just stupid. Okay, guys, just trust me on this. Lightsworns need to die, or they're gonna destroy everything. And even though I'm saying this right now, I will be buying the structure deck just to show you. I will most likely not be building a deck out of it, but if I do, it will be just to show you. And if anything, I'll show you the deck build, show you how it works, stuff like that, and then afterwards, I'll burn it with fire. How's that sound? Alright guys, now that I'm a little pumped up from that long explanation of how much I hate Lightsworns, I think it's time for me to go. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your suggestions below of what video I should do next, what deck build. Still working on that Toon deck that you guys voted for. It will be done soon. I mean, I have the money for it. It just is so hard to find these cards. They're cheap. The only expensive card in there is like Toon Blue Eyes, and I want everything shiny in there. And Toon Blue Eyes only comes in common, rare, and secret, and the secret's like 15, so I need to find that first, but I will get it soon. Alright guys, time to go. 50 subscriber special coming soon. Until next time, this has been Taco Panda, signing off.